what is the first thing that someone sees whenever you take off your shirt? Now the answer should be your big, juicy chest. And it should not be your fat stomach. But if it is, then watch this video. We're gonna help you change that. Listen, in this video, I'm gonna tell you the exact things that you need to do to grow your chest up to a point where your girl becomes insecure. And if you want more free help to get jacked, the second link down below, it is 30 ways in 30 days. It will help you get jacked and you're gonna love it, trust me. So we're gonna start at the very beginning. You have to understand how the chest works. Okay, your chest is divided into two parts, into the upper chest and the lower chest. And when most people train the lower chest just fine, a lot of people have underdeveloped upper chest because they just don't know how to train it properly. And the upper chest is actually the part that gives you that full round look. So the aesthetic thing that we are after here. And you can't fucking neglect it, bro. You can't. The best part is that a lot of recent studies show that whenever you're training your upper chest, you're pretty much training your lower chest just as much as you would if you just focused on the lower chest. So that means you can prioritize your upper chest and you're not gonna neglect your lower chest anyway. So there's literally no reason why you wouldn't train it first and wouldn't put the most focus on it. So that is the first thing. We're gonna prioritize training upper chest, but we're gonna make sure not to neglect the lower chest because you need both of them. Okay, the second thing is that you're gonna say goodbye to barbell chest press. And let me tell you why. And look, you are going to switch to dumbbells. And there's two reasons as to why you're gonna do it. The first one, it is way safer to go close to or to failure with dumbbells, because just imagine whenever you're doing chest press with dumbbells and you're not able to lift it up anymore, you just drop it on the floor. And if you're doing the same with barbell and you're not able to lift it up, it's gonna fall on you and who knows what's gonna happen then. And the second reason is that you make most of the gains whenever your muscle is in the stretched position. And with dumbbells, you're able to go a little bit lower than with barbell because the barbell is gonna stop on your chest. And with dumbbells, you can go a little bit lower, which means you can stretch your muscle just a tiny bit more, but giving you so much more benefit and muscle growth in the process. So that was point number 2, okay? You're gonna switch from barbell to dumbbell because of these two reasons. Cool, you got it? Let's move on. Now we're gonna talk about volume, the amount of exercises, the amount of sets, the amount of reps. Alright, let's go. Okay, so you're gonna have 3 exercises per workout session and you're gonna have 2 sets taken close to or to failure, so working sets per exercise. So you're gonna have 6 working sets overall in a training session and you're gonna have 2 training sessions a week. Okay, I think you get what I'm saying. I think the maths is adding up. You're gonna have 12 working sets in total during your week, and again 2 workout sessions, so you're hitting your chest twice a week. You're gonna have 3 exercises in each, and then you're gonna have 2 working sets in each of the exercises. And I think you should know what working sets are. These are the sets that are taken close to or to failure. But if you're not sure what it is, watch this video right here and then come back to this one. And you want to be anywhere between 8 to 12 reps. And whenever you're able to hit 12 reps, you up the weight. And you keep going and you keep going until you can hit 12 reps again. This is how you progress in the gym. This is called progressive overload. And I think I explained it pretty simply. Whenever you're able to reach 12 reps, you up the weight and you go all the way to failure until you can reach 12 reps again. That's how you keep making the workout challenging, and that's how you progress in a gym. Now, next topic is gonna be exercise selection. We're gonna have again 3 exercises per workout session. They're gonna be very similar. They're just gonna switch a little bit between the first workout session in the week and the second one. So listen up. The first exercise is always going to be incline dumbbell press. And it's going to be the same first exercise in both the first and the second training session of the week. It will be the heaviest, it will prioritize your upper chest, and it will give you that good old big stretch at the bottom position. And I'm going to give you a quick tip that actually helped me feel the muscles working so much. Whenever you're in a top position, you imagine that you want to touch your elbows together, okay? So you're in a top position and you imagine that you're trying to meet your elbows, and that's gonna make sure that you really squeeze the muscle and you actually have your chest working and doing all the work. Then you're gonna slowly control the weight all the way down, and you're really, really gonna go as low as possible to feel the entire muscle stretching. Cool? You got it? Cool? You know what I'm talking about, yeah? And then, boom, you're gonna go up again, elbows meeting at the top. Moving on, the second exercise is gonna be some variation of a fly. It could be a cable fly, it could be a machine butterfly, just some version of fly. And if you hit chest twice a week, which you should be doing, on one day, you're gonna be doing one variation. On the second, you're gonna be doing a different variation. So on the first one, I always do low to high cable fly, okay? So you have your cables at the bottom and you're going up. I'm gonna show a video on screen right now of what the exercise looks like. And that puts a little bit more focus on the upper chest again. And then on the second training session, so the other day, I just do a normal cable or machine butterfly. And again, what you want to focus on here is that motherfucking stretch. You want to go all the way back and really feel the stretch. It is really important when it comes to growing your chest. And listen, the third exercise is again one that we ain't gonna be switching. It's the same for both working sessions. It is the good old dip. And on this one, you want to lean forward a little bit. That makes sure that you're actually working your chest and not only your triceps, because this can be a tricep exercise, but this can also be a chest exercise. So you want to make sure to lean forward to actually get your chest working. And listen, it could be too hard for some of you. That's when you're going to be using assist. You can either use an assisted machine. Most gyms now have the machine where you can actually do assisted dips, but if you don't have the machine, you can actually use a resistant band. I'm gonna throw a video on how you install the thing. And listen, you start doing dips with this and in no time you're gonna be able to do dips without any assistance. And look, that's pretty much it, okay? You know the important things. Don't overcomplicate it. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to focus on. And I'm gonna, again, go over everything very quickly just so you know what we talked about. So we're gonna prioritize upper chest by hitting incline exercises, but we're not gonna neglect the lower chest. We're gonna have 3 exercises, 2 working sets in all of them, and we're gonna do that twice a week. You're gonna have an incline dumbbell press, some kind of fly, and then a dip. You wanna really focus on the deep stretch on all of the chest exercises. You are not gonna ego lift, okay? You really wanna focus on having proper technique. You're gonna imagine that you're touching your elbows at the top position so you can really feel the muscle working. And obviously being in a calorie surplus and eating enough protein is gonna help you build muscle, but you should already know that. But just in case you don't, then go ahead and watch this video right here. It explains what a calorie surplus is, how to get in it, and why it's gonna be beneficial for you. And listen, if you want the fastest results, and I'm talking like 15 pounds of fat in 8 weeks, like my guy Damo, then check out the first link down below. It is literally risk-free. If we don't get you jacked, you're getting your money back. And listen, no matter if you're tired, go ahead and do what's required. I am rooting for you, broski. You got it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.